Just the concept of like aquatic humans is creepy to me.
That's basically just poi poi.
Hey.
Yeah. Hi, caramba.
Oh, I didn't see you there, boy.
Speaking of poi poi, hello everyone, and welcome back to session 30 of the New Heroes of Altiria. A couple sessions ago, our heroes discovered a mystical well of crystal clear water beneath the ruins of what was once a fountain in the center of a village called Pinetown. After traversing to the bottom of the well, Poi Poi, the only amphibious member of the group, found themselves resurfacing in another world. One with ruins of a civilization unfamiliar to them, and a second sun raised high above the clouds. Eager to join their teammate, the rest of the party enlisted the help of local craftsperson Solomon Stonehammer to construct each of them a specialized diving suit so that they may see to the other side of the well. Now we rejoin our heroes as the water breaks way to crisp, forested air, and the light of twin suns cast across their faces. Just in case it wasn't clear from that introduction, we are restarting from when you guys first enter into the enter into this place. So you have just splashed above the water. Poi Poi is waiting up top for you guys. There, we'll call that. Maybe Poi Poi's throwing rocks at you.
If I may, I think last episode we were all kind of chilling in the grass. Did we continue it from there?
No, I think we just come in.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. For recap's sake, let's start from first exiting the water, because last episode was very short, kind of a filler episode.
Okay.
You're a filler episode.
I am a filler episode. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah, your face is a filler episode.
Thank you.
Aren't we all filler episodes some days?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you guys are now breaking the water. The twin suns high above you, now clear in view. This place is almost the exact opposite of the place that you guys just left. The well on the other side is perfectly immaculate, as if it hasn't been touched since it was constructed. This one, well, first off, there's no cap to it. Second off, it is worn and overgrown. It is surrounded by these like hundreds of years old, at least, probably thousands. If you have ever seen pictures of Pompeii, it looks like Pompeii, with the addition of pine trees everywhere. Each of you, as you surface from the water, you feel this wave of something hit you, like something changes about you, or something's different here, and it's not necessarily wrong, it's just a little bit weird. And especially, Gimbal, as you take off your diving suit, you get hit with a wave of nausea.
I hate that. I hate that. I should have eaten so many kebabs.
Johan, you removing your suit, you get this wave of not familiarity, not calm, but quiet, as you feel yourself drained of power, but in a way that doesn't feel bad. It feels like, imagine you've had this like pain, this rage inside of you. It's just gone, along with the power and any inkling that, and any feeling that you ever had a power. If you stayed here for too long, years, if you stayed here for another lifetime, you might have even forgotten that you ever had abilities to begin with. And Evan, you feel this almost the opposite of Johann. You get this like weird surge in your body, almost like this electricity. And as you take off your helmet, the other players see that your skin has somehow shifted from the normal pinkish pale hue to now a stark gray.
Mm.
And guys, I think I'm gay.
And Poi Poi in
Gay
this
for
world
who?
is gay.
Gay for me.
I mean, that's the most logical
I just imagine
answer.
Poi Poi looking at the reflection of the water and it's like, damn.
Poi Poi just
Like-
Poi Poi Narcissus. That's just what
Good
happened
axolotl right there.
Doesn't look concerning.
Why does everyone look weird?
Speak to yourself.
Poor boy looks any different. Doesn't
Actually, Poi Poi, you're the exception, but everyone else kind of looks weird.
I know, it's weird.
It's really
Oh.
weird.
I mean, it's not like weird. Johann looks dear.
Well, Poi Poi does have two
Wow.
tails now, so that's a thing.
Oh, that's true. I do have two tails, but that's my
I
fault.
forgot about that.
Right, yeah.
I didn't.
That's entirely on me.
Oh yeah, that was the wild magic though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
that has nothing to do with
it.
that's property.
I could probably get rid of it if I wild magic again. Here.
Are you gonna wild? Okay.
No, I'm not.
Aw.
You're like,
later.
that might hurt actually.
Later. Okay. Okay.
Maybe get a doctor if you're going to perform an amputation.
Would it be possible for me to just put a moat of wild magic out there? Just like, choo, there it is. There's magic in the air, and at some point in the session, a wild magic event will trigger.
It's like randomly falls down. It's like,
Right?
ooh.
I know that's like the dumbest thing I probably could ask to do. But also, I'm here for the engagement.
You raise your hands to start and realize there already is magic in the air. You don't have to cast anything at all.
Ooh. Okay.
It's probably a good thing my magic is gone then.
Yeah, Johann, you
That
don't
is
feel
weird.
you don't feel anything. Poi Poi, congratulations, you're the magic user right now.
Hey,
Let's
give
go.
the magic still?
What?
Yeah. So-
Can you, while you're on the verge of puking?
Well, I'm sure I can still, like, try.
Do you want to cast?
Also, is the
do you want to cast
reactive
anything right
working for everyone?
now? The reactive is working
yeah.
on my side. Yes.
Let me see.
Okay.
Can someone resend me the link? It's getting weird
got
for
you.
me.
I got you.
Okay.
Okay. And once we get that set up, Poi Poi,
Where are you?
since you're the one that has been in this other dimension the longest, you are sort of. I'm volunteering you to be the tour guide.
Great, perfect. Now, I have learned a lot about the radius of 10 feet from this point. And I can show you all around. 10-foot circle.
I mentioned
Lead the
something about a
way.
mural before.
There is a mural. That's a little bit outside the 10-foot circle, though. So we should start here. And expand from there.
Unusually full
No,
of
we'll go
chaos
to the
today,
mural.
and
Let's
I'm
go.
living for it.
Let's go to the mural.
You guys step up to the mural. And actually, I don't know why there's so much rain, so we're just gonna... Instead of rain, we're gonna have wind. There we go. You guys walk up to the mural, and you see what Poi Poi saw before. It's the same sort of structure of the pyramid with the little sun on top, but instead of the ancients from before, this time you see these like animalistic, or these depictions of animalistic people. It's an almost identical mural to the one from before that you saw in, I think it was Gold Marsh? Yeah.
Identical to the mural in Goldmarsh?
It's almost identical. It's very, very worn. It is actually, Thwomp, could you roll you have a stone related one, right? Like masonry?
Yes, I do have masonry.
Can you please roll masonry for me?
I would love to.
I would like to ask, while he's rolling masonry, does he look like an ancient right now?
The ancients did not have gray skin. The only ancient that you guys saw that did have gray skin was the Pale King.
The Pale King. Right.
The Pale King had gray skin, but this is the second time that you've seen Thwomp with gray skin, because you also saw him with gray skin after he was supercharged into a god at the end of the Lie Village arc.
Well, out of curiosity, were they like a mixture of colors? Were they one color?
What
colors were the ancients?
Oh, they were well, as far as you've seen, the only ancients that you've seen have been pretty pale, but you would have known from books and stuff, and the fact that the races or species that sort of divulged from the ancients all had a variety of skin tones. You would imagine the ancients also had a variety of skin tones.
Cool. Well, I rolled and I got a 19 plus my 5 is 24.
Damn, that's actually really good. You can see that the murals on this wall, not only is it old, but from your best estimate, it predates the ancients by around 50,000 to 200,000 years. After that point, it gets a little bit foggy trying to set an exact date.
Okay.
But
yeah, it's more ancient than the ancients.
It is far more ancient than the ancients. This is a civilization that predates them by thousands of years.
Well, I relayed that information as we're walking around to the party.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Like,
yeah.
I was gonna ask a question, but I don't think this is something Gimple would know. But just like historically, have we heard of anything that's older than ancients?
I can confidently say that no, you have not.
Okay, so the ancients fucked our history.
I don't know.
Apart from the gods, of course, who were said to have been there since the dawn of time.
They're like the Thumerians.
Predates the ancients.
Would it be useful for me to roll recall for any of this around me? Or am I going to get nothing else from what I just rolled?
You can... Well, you rolled really high, so you can just ask questions if you want to know anything specific.
Do I recognize any of these structures from my visions? Or potentially from when I blacked out and fell into that deep dank hole?
No, but the architecture does seem... It's like modern architecture is sort of derivative based off of the ancients' architecture. This architecture is let me put it like this. So modern day is to the Romans as modern Altiria is to the ancients. The Romans are to the ancient Sumerians as these people, or as the ancients were to these people. Does that make sense? Did I say that right? Okay.
Yeah,
I think it's ancient Sumeria. I'm just thinking like oldest city. I think it was. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm not. If anybody's watching this, that's an archaeologist. Please let me know if I got that correct. I think it's ancient Sumeria is the oldest city that's yet been discovered, but I may have the location wrong completely.
Certainly one of the oldest.
Yeah. So it's like, this is like a proto-indigenous culture, but you can see there's definite like structural influences just looking at the houses. This place, like the basic structures of these houses and some of the very basic building elements and styles do carry over in some of the ancient things that you've seen. But it's just so simplistic here that it's hard to tell. And also, it's probably been worn by wind and weather over the last, you have no idea how many thousands of years, at least 50,000 years. So the mural and places like it that have been shielded from that wear are pretty much the only spots where you can still see where you can get a clear idea of what this place was like or the building style was like. So maybe the ancients were influenced by these people is what I'm trying to get at.
Okay.
It's interesting. And we could clearly see that this place is different from like Ivarnia. Like there's two suns or whatever.
Yes, this place has two suns. Ivarnia does not. Very, very clearly does not.
That was
Was that a wolf?
That was something.
Gimbal, was that you?
That might have been my stomach, guys. Not gonna lie. Okay, that's how that wasn't my stomach.
Yeah, I don't think that is.
All right, danger huddle.
Danger
Can I make a
huddle.
sniff check?
Okay.
Please make a sniff check.
Yeah, let's
Oh.
check on where that's coming
I
from.
would like the perception as well.
I got oh my god, I got a 24.
18
Okay.
For my perception.
18 and 24. Brady, with your perception roll, you realize that after Thwomp's insight that this place is like 50,000 to 200,000 years old, it's really weird that any of this is above ground. Somebody had to have been taking care of this place, or at least excavated this place. And from the distinct lack of weeds along the pathways, you get the sense that maybe
We're not alone.
people still are taking care of this place.
We're not
Gimbal,
alone.
you sniff the air and you smell... What is that? It's like a stew. You smell carrots and onions and it smells like beef or other game meat. I guess beef isn't really a game meat, but
Hunting wild, ferocious cow.
Guys, I smell food, which is not great because I'm kind of nauseous and that kind of made me feel more sick. But I smell food in the air. Someone's cooking something. I don't know if it's that wolf in the distance or something, but something is cooking something up.
I mean,
you do hear the sound of wolves from the direction of the smell.
Well,
guys want to check it out?
I mean, should we? This is first
They're
contact.
cooking soup. They can't be
This
that
is-
dangerous, right?
This is first
I mean-
contact in what's probably another dimension. I don't know if we're equipped to handle this.
Maybe we should approach like, stealthily, just to see what's.
We'll get a vibe check, yes.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Poi, you've been quiet. What are you thinking?
I'm not sure. I'm thinking that number one, those wolves. I'm not so sure that those are wolves.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
like
probably.
werewolves.
Probably.
I'm not
Maybe
the
some
owl.
kind of-
Werewolves or Farah, something like that.
I'm thinking.
There's a lot of
well,
furry creatures.
I'm thinking extrapolating off of who's our DM? Extrapolating off of the current state of Johann. Could be Skove.
Oburn.
Maybe this is where Skove came from. Actually, in reality, either that or just the Scoburn magic doesn't work here.
Either
That's
way.
also an option. But if it's not Scoburn, then our DM really likes furries.
Yeah. Sounds
three
about
different
right.
furry races. One of them's from a different dimension. This is some fan fiction shit. Poi says in character. No, I'm kidding.
You're your own brother, too. Goddamn.
Kind of mean, actually.
Everyone bully Nate in the comment section and call him a
No, I heard
furry.
it.
I'll actually cry. I will start crying. I'm not even a
That's all I
furry.
heard it. You say.
I do. Thank you. Thank you for acknowledging that. So, what are you guys doing?
I would say, at least
I guess
I
we're
think it would be a good
spying.
idea to approach.
I think we are spying and we're getting some of that stew.
You guys could have stew.
I don't want it. The carrots will make me poop weird.
You could just eat the meat part. Oh, what the?
Feeling very pressured right now.
When did we start playing Lethal Company?
Let's go spying.
A spying we shall go.
Excellent. Okay, I want you guys to
Excellent.
I want you guys to roll stealth for me.
There we go.
Everybody roll
Terrible.
stealth. I'm taking the highest for the group.
I got a 17.
Okay.
Listen up, guys. I fucking got you.
Ooh.
Kind of. I got a 14.
Okay,
9.
so 17's the
I got a
highest.
12.
17's the highest. Congratulations,
There
Alice.
it is.
Okay,
Nauseous Gimbal is leading everybody.
Nauseous Gimbal. Everybody's like, everybody's sort of like trying to sneak off in their own directions. Gimbal's like, get behind me! I'm the biggest one here. And so
I'm
they
just
do.
clinging
You
to the
guys,
back of Gimble's backpack.
you guys do sneak up, and you guys come up to this. Hang on. You guys come up to this scene where you see a old bald man. There is a pot of soup cooking over a campfire. He's wearing like this either purple or blue robe. It's like shifting hues in the light, so it's a little bit pearlescent, fancy robe. And he's got a stick, and he's currently fending off a pack of 3 wolves that are attempting to take his soup.
This poor man.
And he's just swinging sort of wildly in the air, I would like you guys to roll a perception check for me.
I was gonna say, while he's distracted, let's steal some of his
I was gonna say let the wolves take care of him, then we'll
It'll
take
be a
the food.
14.
What was
14.
what were we rolling for again?
A perception.
Perception.
I got a 4.
Okay, Brady, you got a 14?
Yes,
Okay, was that the highest one?
I believe so.
I also have a 14.
Okay, for both of you guys, you notice that the old man is swinging vaguely in the direction of the wolves, but you get the chance that he might not actually know where they are.
Okay.
Oh,
We got a blind guy.
So we can just take this. No kidding. We're not robbing the guy. I don't have
So
to get
mean.
Okay, is he like facing away from us?
Yes,
Is
he
he
is.
swinging-
He is
okay.
facing towards. He is facing towards the wolves, and the wolves have not noticed you yet.
Do I see the wolves?
You do see the wolves. You guys are close enough. You're like right around the corner from this old man and the wolves.
They look like wolves, yes.
They
just
look
look
like
like regular
wolves.
wolves.
They are just regular wolves. There is not a
Just
third
regular
furry race.
Timber wolf.
You can never know.
Yeah, they're just regular wolves.
Okay, through my awesome perception check, I kind of want to like calmly walk up to the old man and grab his stick and be like, "It's okay. We got this."
Okay, you're gonna walk up to the old man in front of the wolf. Let me. Okay, so you step up to the old man. The old man like twitches his head towards you. The wolves sort of snarl and back off as you approach, but then sort of very quickly get used to you and start snarling and like snapping again. You go up to the old man, put your hand on him. Do you take his stick?
Oh well, he's swinging it, and as he kind of starts just like swinging in my general direction, I kind of like grab it and stop.
Gotcha. Okay. This old man looks up to you. Well, he can't look up to you. As you can see, he is very clearly blind. His eyes are clouded over, and now that you're closer to him, you can see he's got a very long white beard, a bald head, and an image of an eye tattooed on his forehead.
I'm taken aback a little bit by his appearance that I can see him.
Okay.
The irony of a blind seer.
The wolves are still attacking you. There is no
harm?
battle map for this. It's just going to be theater of the mind for this encounter.
I have a.
Well,
Does this guy look like Ariolos if he was old as fuck?
I mean, kind of, but it's hard to say. Because he's old as fuck.
Smell like him?
He smells like an
Wait.
old man.
Oh,
Cool, awesome.
okay.
like dust in adult diapers.
Yes.
Ew.
Is he not taken aback
think it's more
by
like
us
mothballs.
being here? He doesn't react.
He does. He's like. He's calmed when you put his hand. He's scared at first, and then as soon as you start talking, he like calms himself down, and you take his staff.
Okay.
And
Well, I don't want to take his staff. I just want him to stop swinging it.
Oh,
and
okay, so he
chill
okay.
out.
He
More of
he
a block than
he
a
chills
grab.
out
Yeah.
and like holds himself guarded with the food behind him. He's like sort of hunched over, and he's very frail.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing? Currently, it's only Thwomp up there. So
I think I get out of whatever bush or whatever thing we were hiding behind.
I think we settled that this is a good thing to do. Yes, let's go.
Does
Okay.
anyone have a torch?
I do not.
No.
Or a
No, I don't
stick?
We
think
can usually
so.
see we can usually see in the
Really?
dark, so I don't need a torch.
yeah,
Shit.
it is
I
daytime.
can't believe none
right
of
now.
us have torches.
It is daytime. Right
I
now.
know, right? That seems wrong.
There is fire that the pot is cooking over top
True.
of fire.
You could always just break off a branch.
Could I
and
just
if you're
grab a
trying to
stick?
scare it away with
Yeah.
fire,
Yeah.
you could just do that.
Absolutely.
I'll just I'll just spit on my hand and I'll grab a stick out of the fire.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You now have a flaming stick.
And I wave it at the wolf.
The wolves snarl and bark at you, but they are resolute. And as you can see, the one that you're sort of waving at is drooling just a little bit while looking at you.
Oh!
Guys!
I'm gonna whip that one. Both hands, whip.
We've been looking a little delicious.
You do not eat my pint-sized friend.
As you throw out the whip, this other wolf comes out from the side and latches itself onto your whipping arm. You do make contact with
Clever girl.
You do make contact with the wolf that was snarling at Poi Poi, but now you have this other wolf clamped onto your arm, and they're gonna go ahead and deal 4 damage. Or no. Oh, actually yes, 4 damage, because I rolled a d4.
Okay. That goes to my armor, which is not much.
Yeah. Who else wants to go?
And so do I do any damage to the other guy, or?
Yes, you did do damage to the other guy.
I didn't even get to roll the hit.
You whip them. It's just a matter of hits before they scurry away or are taken down. So you can roll damage if you want.
Damage anyway.
Yeah. You rolled 2 damage?
I'm more trying to scare him with the noise anyway.
Gotcha. Okay.
Start
Did
screaming
you
at
ever
him.
You ever hear a chain whip go? It sounds like a fucking gunshot. It's crazy.
I feel a little bad hurting these dogs or wolves.
They look mangled and they're not great.
They're not good. They're not good boys.
They're not.
You feel bad? I don't.
They don't look like good
I
boys.
bad. I still feel bad.
Yeah, we're looking at it like, oh, Johan made a friend.
Can I maybe use my wind spell or something to like blow them away?
Absolutely. You can cast wind. I'm going to allow you to cast wind to blow and get an automatic hit on them, but it will not blow them away just yet.
Okay. Do I have to do anything additionally?
No, you can just describe how you cast the spell.
Oh yeah, so Gimble can use magic. That's
Gimble can use magic. He's just nauseous.
Gimble's a little nauseous, like, okay.
Using magic does exhaust you.
It does?
Yes. Oh, I should also clarify. The soul stones are not working.
You should have said that before I casted as
The soul stones are not working properly. I will allow you to cast it this one time because I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the session, but from this point onwards, the soul stones don't work.
Okay. I somehow cast the wind spell.
What about mana vials?
Mana vials are still feasible.
Interesting.
I got some mana vials I can distribute. Not a lot, but
it's okay.
For emergency spell casting later.
I always gotta believe that. Yeah, I used the wind spell and try to kind of.
You blow them
away.
Thwomp, what are you doing?
Well, how close is the closest wolf?
Fairly close. We'll say within arm's reach if you lunged forward.
Okay. Am I near Johan?
We'll say you were standing to the left of Johan.
Can I feasibly try and get this wolf off of him?
Absolutely. How do you do that?
I'm to the left of him. And so it's grabbing his right arm?
Yeah, we'll say it jumped out in front of him and latched onto his right arm.
Okay, so it's opposite of me.
Well, we'll say it jumped across the body. Doesn't really matter the orientation of it.
Either way, he's kind of more in front of me.
Yeah.
Can I use my cool sandals to not move quickly, but to do a cool like summer like flip, like the Ninja Turtle things you used to have, where you bend them this way and they kind of flip?
Yes.
And I'm gonna flip behind Johan, and I'm gonna try and grab the wolf.
Okay. I want you to make 3 rolls for me. The first 2, I want you to roll dexterity with advantage. And then your second one, or your third roll, I want you to roll strength.
Okay. Fuck.
What'd you get?
Well, the dexterity roll's a 5.
Even with advantage?
With advantage, yeah.
Dang.
I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You might still save it with the strength roll, so still roll me strength.
Okay, we got some strength. We got the guns. That's a 15.
Okay. So, Johan, you've just had a wolf clamp tightly onto your arm. Thwomp instantly jumps into action, does his best to sort of somersault towards you guys, slips on some mud, and ends up crashing down on top of the wolf, which does cause it to let go of your arm. And in this struggle, Thwomp does actually manage to grapple himself onto the wolf, though I am going to say that you do take a couple points of damage.
That's fair.
In the fall. But congratulations, you have now restrained this wolf. Poi Poi, you're the only one that hasn't hit a wolf yet.
Oh, good. So I still can.
You still can.
I don't want to be mean to the doggos.
I know.
There's also, you know, if you know, it's whatever you decide. It's whatever you decide. You are swinging fire.
Wild magic.
You're gonna you can absolutely wild magic towards the wolves.
You're just gonna make them into more feral wolves.
Roll me a D100, please.
I can't use the soul stone.
Unfortunately, no. The soul stones do not work. Even though I forgot about that. I'm trying to keep it consistent.
I probably don't want to deplete mana. Like from the vials, so I'll take it off 1 hit point off my health.
Okay.
Hey guys, watch this! 65.
65. Okay. Do you cast it on yourself, or do you cast it on the wolf?
Now that is a gamble, isn't it? I think the only solution is to not choose. So
you're gonna flip a coin? Amazing.
Yeah. On the wolf.
You're casting it on the wolf. And as you do, what's a good one for this? This one! You blast the wolf, and immediately this wave of smoke rushes out of your hands as you, your party members, and the other wolves see you turn this wolf into a bed of flowers. The other wolves whimper and scamper away, including the one that Thwomp is holding.
I'm just holding dandelions right now. Oh no, it ran away. Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're still holding onto that wolf, because there were 3 wolves, Poi Poi just turned the one that was going to eat them into a bed of flowers.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Regardless of whether you let go of that wolf or not, if you let go, the wolf runs away. If you don't let go, you're still holding a wolf. Regardless,
he wriggles out of my hands.
He wriggles out of your hands and he runs away. Regardless, congratulations.
What if it hit Poi Poi?
That was a great that was probably one of the best resolutions we've ever had to a fight. It was quick, clean, and now it smells really good.
We need a spell that turns
around
people
here.
into flowers.
How is that somehow worse than marinara?
You just gave the wolf
What's
a
wrong
great
with my
sight.
hand? What am I?
I just imagine this puff down and go. And a bunch of dandelions.
What did you do?
Hey, it got the job done, no?
I mean, I guess.
Well, to be fair, that thing was going to eat our friend.
Poi Poi turned it into flowers.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We skipped a cycle in the circle of life.
I almost cast that on me, guys.
I can see the deliberation in your eyes. It was, oof, that was a gamble.
I'm scared of my own power.
Boy, I would
Is this how
definitely
you feel, Johan?
Oh, God. Now, mine, I know what mine would do.
Would you guys like to stay for soup?
No telling.
Wild magic.
What did you say, Nate?
Would you guys like to stay for soup? The old man mentions, already pouring soup into bowls.
Oh,
Sure.
so nice of you.
Would be quite nice.
And this old man hands you each a wooden bowl with a wooden spoon, and then very carefree sort of drops his stick next to him, and in a single plop crisscrosses his legs, and now he's sitting with a bowl of soup that he somehow didn't spill when he dropped onto the ground. Sit.
You got them good senses.
This guy's good.
Mm-hmm. We
Who
thought
are
you were
you?
some kind of monk.
That is a very good question, but first I would like to know, where are you in your journey?
What?
Where are you?
You
Here.
know us?
We're at a campfire.
I don't be real, we don't know where we are.
This place doesn't matter. What I'm asking is, in your story, what chapter are you in?
I wish we knew that.
Not the final one, I hope.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, not quite yet. If you're here, you're not... Well, except for one case. But I don't know if I'm in that world or not. It's all a little bit confusing to follow along with. But at least we have soup. He eats.
Cheers.
He takes a
You
spoonful
know
of
us?
soup. I have met you 1,000 times over 1,000 lifetimes. I think. Unless this is the first time we're meeting, in which case, hello. My name is... Hang on.
Imagine having such a profound opening line and not knowing his name.
Well, I forgot how to pronounce his last name.
Okay.
My name
That'd be.
is Arigolus Dilocesco.
Ah! Okay, this is the second time we've met you.
Good.
At least for us, anyway.
Well, I guess we
Wait.
kind of had the little time reruns from the ancients. The
Wait, this
series
Yeah,
of
we met a
ancients.
few times.
Yes.
Wait,
So you're the
Oh,
same
yeah?
guy we
Wait.
pulled out of...
Yeah.
So you are that party.
Yeah.
No, unfortunately I'm not the same Arigolus. However, I am a descendant of his, and as a seer I do carry his memories, so... Unfortunately, while I'm unable to see you, it is very good to meet you again. In this life, if not the last.
I suppose
So
the
it's not
pleasure's
the
the
same
same.
guy.
It's a
I do
pleasure
carry
as
his-
always.
I do carry the memories, so... I do remember
In
how
some
you
ways, yes. In
traumatized
some ways, no.
me. I think. If that is
Also,
you.
if you carry those memories, what happened to our Areolus when, after we kind of got him out of that doomed timeline?
Ariolus went on a quest for knowledge with, I think their name was Garthus Boskind. And Garthus eventually was elected to be the first ruler of the newly founded Suvari.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we probably
Quite
changed
a
history a
promotion.
little bit.
Yeah.
Not nearly as much as you think.
Oh, that's good.
Come, eat your soup. What if you've
I've
taken
been
a bite
sipping on
yet?
it the whole time.
Oh, good. How's
Gimble's
your
kind of
health
just, like,
doing? Because now it's up.
Well, my health was full, but my armor was not.
Oh. It's like grandma's
Gimble's
soup
just
from
poking
Wake.
at
We'll
it
get
'cause
you.
he's, like,
We'll give
nauseous.
you. We'll give you like 3 extra hit points on top of your health, so you have
Ooh,
It is just like grandma's soup from
3
Wake.
temporary
Mm.
hit points.
I'm at 14. Love that.
Boom. And Gimbal, even though you're nauseous, I'll still also give you that if you have full health.
I already have temp HP, but I'll take more temp HP.
Oh my gosh, have you not been hit at all?
No, well, I have the nose ring of security. And that
Oh,
always gives me
right.
4 temp HP.
Right.
And also, I for some reason don't get targeted by enemies like ever. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I gotta remember that
Or
and start
me,
targeting
Paul.
you more.
Yeah.
I prefer that you don't.
Okay, we'll just have that. We'll just have that as a separate temporary HP pool. Poi Poi, you
just
would
add on
also
to it.
either get fully healed or you get that temp HP on top. Hey.
To clarify for myself, I got knocked down to 9
May frozen?
when I took that spill.
Okay, then you are all the way up. I think May might be frozen.
No, but no.
Or maybe
Okay.
I'm not moving.
Okay.
So we all get, from soup, we get 3 points?
Yeah, it's either you're healed fully or you get 3 temporary hit points on top.
Oh, okay.
So what if I'm below health, but only
Then-
by 1 point?
Then I'll give you 2 points of temp on top.
Yippee!
Swamp, how far below normal were you?
Oh, I was 2.
Okay, so you get 1 temporary hit point on top.
I like that.
Booyah.
12's my lucky number.
So tell me,
Hmm.
how is the journey so far?
It's
Since
been long.
I last saw you.
Complicated.
Yeah.
A lot of shit
Yeah.
going on that apparently we are the only people who can solve.
I've heard this
So
a
we've
lot.
been told. Have you heard this from us?
Maybe. In a different life, in a different form. Somewhere.
We're in Pinetown and dealing with something of a zombie crisis.
Right, with Einar Grimm, or the new one, since... Is this before or after you told everyone?
We know he's
After.
Einar Grimm.
They know.
After.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Do
fighting
you know the
with the new
future
one.
and shit then? Or I guess you're a seer, duh.
Good thing they're asking so that they don't precisely tell us what to do.
The seer's role is not to tell
Yeah.
the future, but to witness the past, and through its knowledge, hear the possibilities and potential. And so in
Okay, through all the
learning of your
possibilities, which
story,
Poi Poi's the coolest?
I'm biased to the one sitting in front of me right now. Though I can't see you.
Good answer.
That was the only right answer.
Yeah, it really kind of was.
For better or
And
worse.
this is delicious soup, by the way. Thank you.
Thank you.
How did you come to find yourselves here? Did you also find the well that we came through?
So that's how you got here.
So
No.
there's different ways to get here. Huh?
I didn't find the well. I created the well.
You created the well.
I ran here when my brother banished me. That was many years ago. I saw this place in a memory from a past life. Not one you knew, but one from before.
Even further back.
Or further in the middle. Everything gets mixed up.
Okay.
But my role in your story is to clear some things up and answer your questions.
That would be most appreciated.
So,
That would be. We've been, honestly, we've been so confused we hardly have questions, and the ones that we do have, fucking hell.
let's start with the ones you do have.
Why is Swamp weird?
Hey. All right. Well, thanks, Gimbal.
As in right now.
Ask that.
Then why is he gray? Why are my eyes and my scope and powers wrong?
Why do I want to
Gimbal
go up?
Yeah, exactly.
Why am I so hot?
I can't see any of you. Johan, I imagine your powers are probably gone because the Skov are not native to this world.
That was about my guess.
Not native. Okay.
Gimbal, I have some theories, but none that I'd know without knowing more information about your story. And Thwomp, I imagine you're gray because you're cut off from the power source, which feeds you.
Feeds me.
Yes.
Power source that feeds? So there's... But it's
Are
odd
you in a
because...
automaton?
I don't know, Gimbal. Well, how... Okay, if I'm cut off from a power source, how come I feel like a little bit more of a little hit, pep in my step, so to speak?
Oh. So we're at that point in the story.
I guess so.
Where
In
Swamp
that-
hits, like, puberty, or?
When Thwomp hits
Is he gonna grow
forward.
hair on his head?
Yeah, Thwomp actually grows a full head of hair, luscious.
God.
You're gonna start finding hair in places you don't expect.
I'm scared, poi poi.
On top of your head.
I don't know which type of shampoo to buy.
Why are you asking me?
That's the last person you want to ask.
Aureolus
Ask
Or-
Gimbal.
Aureolus
I don't
walks.
shower.
Aureolus walks up to you, and he places a hand on your chest. Everyone else can see that from almost within him, you see this image of God Thwomp come out again, where he starts glowing from the inside. You hold a great power inside of you. One that brings me comfort, we'll say.
I'm happy to hear that.
He does have an odd amount of riz that we can't explain.
Yeah.
That just comes
No
from the
one-
family. We've all been very charismatic.
Are you related?
I'm talking about Thwomp, but are you related?
Are you not at that part of the story yet?
Wait a second.
Are you related?
I may have said too
What?
much.
Can you see
Are
the
you my
future?
real dad?
Close. I am your uncle.
What?
My
What?
younger brother is your father.
Wait, the guy who banished you here?
The guy who banished me here. It's a long story.
It's a
I don't
family
really want to
reunion.
get into it.
You are an ancient!
Aureolus stands up, and he holds out his hand, and his stick flies up into it. And he, like, props himself on it and, like, cracks his back. He's like, ugh. What are you all doing sitting there?
Well, I feel like Thwomp needs to stand up and give his uncle a hug.
Oh, and Aureolus pats you on the back.
For a split second, I thought there was going to be trial by combat here.
That did get pretty intense. I'm just like, I've never met any of my actual family before.
Well, you met
Can
your
I do what you just did
descendant.
there with the stick too?
Probably. Probably.
I look at the stick that Poi Poi lit ablaze, and I reach out and I try to Jedi grab it. It bounces off of me, and my new head of hair just goes up in flames.
Oh, back to normal. There's even a little color in your skin now.
Hey, caramba.
Gave him a little tan.
A little.
A third-degree tan, but sometimes it's better to have and lost than never to have had it all. That's what I'll say.
I'm not sure
Black
whether
and
I
red are
want to be
shades
able
of
to
tan.
see right now.
No, getting back to actual.
I love this game.
I love this game too.
What the fuck is going on?
Thwomp's taken back. He obviously stops hugging him at this point. I have so many questions, and I can't even think of a good one to ask right now.
That's okay, let somebody else ask a
I
question.
can.
I'm just gonna get more
Thwomp a
soup
seer?
while Poi Poi.
Thwomp can be a seer.
You had dreams.
That's
You've
true.
been having visions.
Maybe my visions have not all been because of this fallback mumbo jumbo.
It
I
could
mean, yeah,
be.
you had the first one of all of us.
Start rubbing the blue mark on my head. Trying to get it to open up.
Open the third eye. Open the third eye.
Can you place my hand on your head? I can't
Sure.
tell whether it is.
I gingerly grab his hand and I.
You guys see the blind man close his eyes. Close your eyes too. And I assume Thwomp closes his eyes too. And you guys both see like this glow from underneath their both of their eyelids. Thwomp, in your head, you see this image of a home with two small children running around. Both have hair, miraculously enough. And what you can see is an older brother and a younger brother. You get a visage of a mother, loving and doting. You get this image of a father, bald, monkly, and monkly, is that a word? Monkly. I'm going with it. Pious, that's the word. Bald, pious, dressed as if they were a monk, and with an eyeball on their forehead. And in your mind, you get this innate understanding that the older brother is Aureolus, and the younger brother is your father Virgil. And then Aureolus takes his hand off of your head. You do have the gift.
That's sick as hell.
Wow.
I'm glad to be in this timeline.
That's reassuring. What's wrong with the other timelines?
I'm actually curious.
Those thwomps suck. You're the cool one.
There's a lot of timelines where Thwomp is gifted.
This is the timeline where all of us are the coolest version of ourselves, except for Johan, because the coolest version of him, we do not want to hang out with.
I peaked a long time ago. I don't want to go back to that.
Attitude era.
Is there a
Johan.
timeline where I am short?
I don't know. And he waves his staff over the fire, and the fire goes out. Gimbal, can you grab that big pot? There's a handle, so you shouldn't have to hold on to the metal.
Okay.
And everybody else, could you grab the bowls and follow me?
Sure.
You can keep asking questions while we're walking. That's okay.
Does my dad hate me? My biological one.
Your biological dad doesn't know about you.
At all?
At all.
Probably for the better.
Ugh.
Is Nando my ancestor?
Yes. Nando actually, afterwards he started contacting all the different Alanyas in order to rebuild their civilization that they lost after the end of the first cataclysm. And then that rebuild, there were two.
Yeah, there were two. This is knowledge, right?
Yes. Yes, that's right.
Then
Yeah,
If he
the
found my Alanya?
yes and no. He wasn't necessarily part of that. Your Alanya had already been there for a while, but he was the one that connected all of the tribes and founded what would eventually, long after his death, be renamed to Nislan.
Fuck yeah.
Yep.
My family line is just peak all the way back, guys. Except for my grandpa. My grandpa's kind of like a little bit of a dick, but
My family's a little
Oh.
confusing.
I lean down to Poi Poi, and I'm like, maybe you should confirm whether or not that statue is your mother.
is the statue my mom?
It is.
Like not in like a resemblance sense, in the fact that it's literally her, made but petrified.
No, you already knew that, didn't you?
I know I did, but you know, might as like
It's nice to get
helpful to confirm.
clarification.
How do I
Oh, yes.
unstone her?
Ignosi's the one that you want to find. He's
Write that down.
yeah, he's one of the ones that came from here. Now, where did I put that? Aha! He reaches down, grabs a stone, tosses it in the air a couple of times. All right, reels his arm back and chucks it, and then it hits on the side of a structure that you guys can't see. I could never tell where this place is, so I have to throw a rock to hear it. All right. He goes over, and as soon as he steps up onto what you guys can presume is a step, the illusion sort of fades away, and you guys see this really homey-looking cabin. It's nothing extravagant. Maybe like 3 rooms at the max, like. But it's homey. It's very, very homey. Come in. Come in.
Oh, thank you. Do you have to protect yourself from something?
No, not at all. Why?
Oh, I'm just curious. Oh, wait, I'm silly. I thought he had like an invisible boatmobile.
Oh, he had an invisible house.
That's what I thought.
Yes.
I'm just Thwomp is confused. He's just gonna drop
that's
the
funny.
question.
The guy with the glass house threw stones. Get it?
Thanks, Poi Poi.
Yeah. Thank you. I need the acknowledgement.
I'm pretty sure it's made of wood. Knock, knock, knock. Yep.
I have more questions for you.
I have more answers.
Is my biological mom alive?
That one I can't answer.
You can or can't?
Can't.
Why?
Too many spoilers.
Ooh. I like that.
Huh. Okay.
That's great.
Some things I can't say without breaking everything, unfortunately. And I don't want to break anything.
Are all the Team Gary members alive?
Nope, just 2.
Hmm.
Was that
Right about that?
Ooh, that means the
spoiler?
rogue
Yikes.
is dead. The rogue is dead and the orc is dead.
Was that a spoiler? I don't know if that was a spoiler or not.
We had a guess. We were too afraid to ask.
Well, I feel bad for totally pranking that guy.
Oh my gosh, Evan, what the heck? I just noticed on Reactive.
What?
How long has that been there?
Only a few minutes. Don't worry about it.
Wait, what the hell?
I'm just representing. That's my daddy. That's my daddy right there.
Man, I'm mad I wasn't looking at that. I would have died.
Oh my god.
I'm his baby boy Nero.
He changed that as soon as he realized his dad's name was Virgil.
Oh,
Yeah.
let's ask about the old heroes. Like, what's going on with like? The
Kimball,
old
I'm going to
heroes
stop
now?
you right there.
What?
Because I'm going to ask him the question that I've bounced off you behind the scenes. He opens up his third eye, thinking about Poi Poi's mother and the fact that she's a stone person right now. And he says, what about Lillian? Is Lillian also a statue?
Sharksteel?
Yeah, the guy we met at Traveler's Respite.
No.
Oh.
That's a bit more complicated. I met his son once. Good kid.
You actually met his son?
Yeah.
Well, he's dead
Cool.
now, right? His son. Well, I mean Lillian too, but.
What is
Okay.
death? What even is
Well,
death?
well.
Does it even matter? Oh, can you guys wash the bowls in the sink?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Sure.
Where's the
Oh, and Gimbal, you can just put the pot over there with the rest of them.
Okay.
Is the house invisible on the inside?
No, the house is visible.
Okay. Okay,
You
good.
didn't,
Yeah, it was only
You didn't
invisible at
answer my-
first.
Sorry,
was it
Gimbal, I
next
cut
to?
you off. Yeah,
yeah,
go
you
for
didn't
it.
answer my question about the old heroes.
Which
like, what's
one?
their deal? All of them.
That one's not for me to know.
What do you mean?
I'm here for you. They have a different Aureolus.
Okay, but is Nash around?
That's a good question.
Define around.
Alive?
Alive?
Are we able to get in contact with Nash? I think he might also be deaf too. Can we get in touch with Nash?
Start talking louder.
I heard you the
Please.
first time. I'm trying to
Oh,
figure
sorry.
out how to respond to that. I met her in a past life. Very. Or was
Okay.
it this one? I don't know. Was I blind? I might have been blind. Maybe. Good girl. I can't tell you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, a lot of these answers are going to be quite frustrating for you, but there are certain ones that you can ask that may or may not be helpful.
How about, so, not even
think
Aya,
we
you don't
can
know what's
get-
her deal?
Aya. Oh, she's cursed.
With
Whatever.
what?
Everybody is.
Everybody?
The old
Yes.
heroes are all cursed.
Well, why do you think nobody recognizes Johann? I thought that was pretty clear.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, but we weren't sure, like, necessarily why.
Why?
Well, it would be a little bit weird if Dorian tried to hide this person and then everybody just immediately recognizes them.
Did Nash cast the spell?
No, Dorian did.
Dorian.
Is that spoilers? I don't think that's spoilers. You already met him, right?
Technically.
Dorian cast a
I've
spell
met
that
him a few
altered
times.
everyone's memory.
Yep.
That's pretty
Yeah.
big.
They didn't give him a reputation of being a great spellcaster or anything cool like that.
Well, he wasn't, but something happened.
Well, was there cursed? Was there negative aspects to the curse that he didn't count on? Because they act so different from what we've heard.
There was for him, and there was for Johann, but not generally. No, it worked pretty well.
Man.
As far as I know, but I could be wrong.
I've known that I'm cursed.
Still about 50-50 on whether or not I'm thinking that I'm in the right timeline or not. Because obviously I can't see you guys. Ooh, do one of you guys have fingerless gloves?
Oh, technically I have gauntlets that are fingerless.
The thwomplets, yes.
The thwomplets.
You just made that up, Uncle.
Coming to the shop.
I almost got fingerless gloves at the pop-up Hot Topic, but my hands are too furry for them. I was actually kind of really sad.
Ooh, that's a... Wow. Well, it's a very good thing that you didn't get those. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Guys, I think...
Full emo.
Yeah, the Grimble timeline.
That's a nasty timeline. The Grimble.
So what's your goal right now? What's the objective in your story?
Ask you a bunch of questions.
In your
Yeah, that
story.
is.
Cure the disease that is happening in the town.
Defeat
Get-
Anagram.
Defeat Anagram.
I guess
Help
that's
the god.
down the line. Further. Free the god.
Which one?
Nyx.
Nyx, and
Oh,
also
and the god of death.
It's also the one in
the
deep.
god of death
Yes.
sister.
Isn't there two that we have to save? Not
That's
not
right.
Titans.
That's
We
right. I
also
forgot about
need.
that.
That's the one
I think
in
we
deep.
also need to. We also need to confront the collector, because I think
Collector.
we either have to defeat him or turn him into our ally. I think.
We have top one.
Do you know anything about the collector? Like, what's their deal?
Is he a fucking dragon?
Is he a dragon?
I'm not sure, actually.
You're
That's a
not
good
sure.
question. I'm not sure.
Huh.
Really?
Well, I'm blind, and I was banished before I got to see.
That is actually. Did you address why my papa and you had a falling out?
I did not, but I can tell the story.
Okay.
Yep. He does the same thing where he just plops on his floor. Actually, can I do... There we go. He plops
You're gonna
onto...
have to teach me how to do that, by the way.
He plops onto his floor. So, I'm just gonna assume that everybody's sitting around me or doing dishes.
I'm eating more soup.
You can have as much soup as you want. It's a very big pot, and I'm a very old man. I was just anticipating you guys to be here.
Wow.
Do you anticipate us every day, or just today you knew we were coming?
Oh no, I anticipate a lot. I'm not sure of anything. That's the curse of knowing. The more you know, the less you know for sure.
Sounds like a nightmare.
It is. So. No. Oh, this one's okay. My brother, Virgil Ducesco. He was a historian and procurer of antiquities, as well as a curator of a great hall of study. Eventually, and inevitably, a certain gem came into his possession. I warned him, of course, of the things that I had seen, because I was already had the power of the seer passed down to me. But he did not listen. Over the years, he became corrupted, jaded and untrusting, He saw people as obstacles to the preservation of his pieces, and the extension of his own life as the only way to ensure their protection. I was banished soon after for defying him. And then I came here, to a place I'd only known from memory, and a life that was not my own. I made a deal with death, Carlos, I think you met him, to ensure that I would live long enough to find a successor, or at the very least to rekindle my connection with my brother, though he never came. But his son did. That's you, Thwomp.
That's me.
I think you're the successor, Thwomp.
Was my daddy motivated?
I would say so. Your dad was motivated?
Is his daddy the new Einar Grimm?
If he was, I think telling you would be spoilers.
Don't like that.
I look over at Poi Poi, I'm like, I think you might be onto something.
Why are all of our papas like world leaders?
Would that make you one of
Because you were always supposed to come together.
Huh?
You were always supposed to come together.
Ah.
Your story is one that's told thousands of times across hundreds of worlds. Everything happening recursive over and over and over. At least in your world. Though there was always a first. And that's a story.
How was our first timeline?
I think, isn't that the one that we saw?
We died in the
where
first town, didn't we?
Yeah, probably. I assume.
Say that again.
We died in our first timeline.
You die in several of them, unfortunately. Doomed to
One of
make
them
the
was the
same
cool
mistakes.
That
Yeah, one of them was the Hot Topic one. That's the one where I was like a dark mage or some shit.
Wait, didn't you have like wings or some shit?
I was like a master of wild magic in that one.
For a reason, yes. I remember. I remember everything, and all potentials and possibilities.
Is there a way for me to control my wild magic?
Do you want to?
Yeah. I just turned a wolf into a bed of flowers. That seems
it
pretty
seems a
damn
little
useful
potent.
and also fucking terrifying. So I would like to do that to the people I want to do that to, and not do that to the people that I'm just trying to, scare away.
Well, then you must learn to channel. Or find a master to teach you.
Good point.
Unfortunately, I'm not that
Is there
master.
anyone else with the same?
Oh yes. Where did the wild magic come from?
I don't know, God.
Which one?
Was it Nyx?
Is it Nyx?
I look around. Is
the
Nick
god of
here?
chaos.
Nyx is
Magic.
not there.
Wow,
Maybe
Nick
Nyx.
Wait, is it
all of us
Nyx?
here.
We should have brought the cat with us.
We would have had to make a little cat scuba suit for her.
In
Oh,
the
that would be so cute.
In the lives that Karos pulled you from, Nyx had made a great sacrifice in order to save you.
Really?
All of you, yes. And in her sacrifice, she bestowed her powers that were gifted to her onto you.
We owe Nick's a lot. She's
Are you
getting an
saying in
extra
another
can of tuna.
timeline I became the god of chaos?
Yes. That's exactly what I'm
Holy
saying.
I was the god of
Holy.
mischief. That
And you were
seems
still defeated.
like a perfect career for me.
And you were
You probably should have
still
listened to the last part of that sentence.
defeated.
What did you say?
And you were still defeated.
Yeah, but look.
And we had God on our side, and we still got defeated.
Which one?
The Chaos one, and we still got
Yeah.
defeated.
Yes.
Yeah.
And another timeline was I magically powerful, because I feel like I'm not really magically powerful in this one. I could do a gust of wind, and that's about it.
In that timeline, I believe you did meet your father and get a mystic amulet that granted you control over the weather.
Damn, I was like a storm wizard.
Yes.
Storm Eagle.
Sick.
Feels like we're window shopping other timelines.
You have to remember, though, in all of them, you were defeated. Every time.
So how do we win this time?
Every life.
Yeah, Unky, what do we keep doing wrong?
He's excited.
That I can't tell you. What I can tell you is that you will be faced with a decision. And the outcome of that decision, or your choice, will determine whether this cycle will perpetuate continuously, or if it will finally end.
Will we know what to do when that moment arrives?
That's the question.
Yeah, and we're asking.
And I can't answer.
Sherlock Holmes gonna hold up his finger
Because
and look at Tony Stark?
In every timeline, there is a choice that you have never made. Every time. For all of time. Every group of you, every version of you, whether that's you, the new heroes, the old heroes, the oldest ones, or the gods themselves. It's recursive. But...
And you can't tell us what that decision was?
No. Because I wasn't a part of it. And I can't be a part of it. Imagine if you had a seer in the mix the whole time.
Yeah, you technically have. Can you bestow your cool ass memories upon me?
I will. Eventually.
Okay. Oh, nice. I look forward to it.
You're the successor to me. But for now, we enjoy this time. Would you like to explore? Would you like to learn more about this world? What do you know about this world? What are your guesses? What are your guesses?
All new to us.
Who are the furries in the mural?
Yeah.
They're not scopes.
Those are the first people. They are the Farah.
Farah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You don't really meet a lot of Farah. Are they mostly in Sylvari?
No, Farah suddenly became a lot more significant.
Well, they've
I was
always
just
been
like, oh,
there.
more furries.
They've always been there, but no, they're not very common in Altiria for a very...
What about the little ones? Sorry,
Furbins?
you finish. No, the little ones in the mural.
Oh.
Who are those?
Those are the ones who would eventually become the Alanians.
Called it.
The Farah and the
I don't think I said that out loud, but I was definitely guessing that.
I
Their
also believed it.
transformation was not complete without the introduction of a certain sorcerer, but that's a different story.
And
Thank you.
a certain sorcerer, you say?
So that's why I'm not all freaky in this world.
No. Alanians are
I
any...
came from here.
Yes. Well, the Alanians
Well, not
did.
me specifically, but...
Was Virgil one of the great warlocks or whatever?
Virgil was the last great warlock.
The last.
Is this the timeline where you know about the great warlocks? Was that in Nash's books?
Don't we know about
Probably.
the warlocks? Yes.
Okay.
I would assume so, yes.
That makes things a lot
You
easier.
mean
I don't know. I don't read.
you mean he was the great warlock prior to? Well, I guess I never reached that level, but what would have been had I not been stopped?
He was the one that did the second cataclysm. That was my brother.
Oh shit!
Wait, that was still a long, long time ago, wasn't it?
Yes.
How fucking old are you?
Very.
How fucking old was he when he had a kid?
Very.
How old is Thwomp?
Yeah.
I think like 18?
Well, I know
19?
my actual. Yeah, I'm like 24.
24. There we go.
Yeah.
I was close. All of you kids look alike.
How old am I?
Ha! I like that.
You got it.
I got it.
Mm-mm-mm.
I like this guy.
It.
18, maybe. Probably. 19? 19.
How many kids does Johan have?
2?
What? What?
Johan, that's what
Johan, you
get
sly dog.
It's not 0.
I didn't know about this.
I'm very sorry. I thought he was gonna say 0.
Spoilers, I guess. Sorry about that.
Who are Johan's sons?
If you didn't know about
I
that,
want to know.
I think it'd probably not be the best to say their names.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think I want to know right now.
Are you Dorian's dad?
I don't want to know.
Me? No.
No. I was looking at Johan.
That'd be awful.
Like it's feasible, like in terms of age.
It's definitely not impossible.
I mean, he put in a lot of effort to keep you safe.
That he did. That he did.
And he put a memory curse on everyone, including you.
Wow.
Johan looks like a deer in headlights. I don't know what to say.
Man. What else is there to ask?
What are your theories
Theories?
about this world?
About this world.
It's
this
pretty.
world.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yes, I like
It
the
feels
grass.
like it's like a dimensional space or something, because it's obviously different from Varnia. There's 2 suns.
Yes.
It's a different, reality entirely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Parallel.
This is.
And there was a gray
universe.
migration at some point
Yes.
where the Farah and the very, very, very cool amphibians that were traveling with them moved from here to our world. Why did they migrate again? Was it a colonialism thing, or was there a cataclysm here?
No, that was after the cataclysm here. They.
Oh, so there
came-
was one.
There was a cataclysm here.
There was, but it healed. They went.
Good for them.
They went to conquer.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And they kind of succeeded.
In a sense.
Did it have to do with the hearts, gemstones?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm waiting for you to ask the question.
Oh yeah, I was about to get there. The core gems. They're
Yeah.
from here.
Yes.
Yeah. Are the gods from here?
Yours are.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's heavy.
Alien god theory. We got there.
Love it.
Confirmed. Put it on the thumbnail. Put like a little alien guy with a halo and a big red circle around it and marker.
Circle.
In big red text, do you believe
I
now?
thought you meant like a halo, not like the circle and arrow memes. Like
no. The alien also has a halo.
Yes.
Oh,
They
okay.
also have a halo and the
Got
red
it.
circle.
Yes.
Alien God Theory.
Alien God Theory. Amazing.
Got it.
So the core gems are from here. So are the gods.
Yes.
Why did? So I'm assuming the gods brought the core gems with them when they transferred over. Then why would people use them to destroy the gods?
That is a story that, like many, start with a powerful sorcerer. This one, named Malachi the Powerful, Malachi the Powerful was a sorcerer who lived in this world right around... How old is this ruin thwomp?
It's just a quiz. I was supposed to be paying attention.
Maybe.
You said before you thought it was maybe
This is
anywhere
seer
from...
training, Thwomp.
Anywhere
I'm sorry.
You said it...
I'm rubbing my forehead. I'm like, oh, give me a
You said it
clue.
could be anywhere from... You said it could be anywhere from 50,000 to 200,000.
Yes.
Yeah, I pointed at Johan. I'm like, that.
Probably longer.
That
What
long
he said.
ago.
And Johan foresaw that answer.
Yes.
Not Johan, Thwomp foresaw that answer from you.
Malachi the Powerful was a reclusive scholar and a once feared sorcerer. He was seen as a blight upon the lands. He was blamed for his knowledge and his power to be responsible for many of the maladies of the people. In this blame grew a group of heroes to face him. These heroes were Aurora, Karos, Darius, and Ignosi.
The old heroes.
The old
The oldest heroes.
old
Aurora.
heroes.
Okay, can you say the names
Lori
again?
and Alice.
Aurora, Karos, Darius, and Ignosi.
These sound familiar.
They should.
They
They're
should.
the gods.
They're the gods, right? Right. Karos is, right?
You
The
got it.
gods were the
gods.
were the heroes.
Yes. They, in their quest to defeat this sorcerer, knew they were not strong enough, and so they sought help from their own version of the ancients, long before them by thousands of years. There was a tale of a power that was kept in balls of sun. These powers were the hearts that, as you call them, the greater soul gems, hearts of gold, lakes.
We call them
whatnot.
the core gems.
Core gems.
Mainly.
Core gems.
Each one being a different heart of something.
Yes.
Else.
Yeah, it's really thematic and cute and marketable.
Yes.
I will say the Latin
That-
word for core is heart. So, sorry, nerd fact.
The core gems, the hearts of, we'll call them eternity. The hearts of eternity
Ooh,
were
I like that a lot.
hidden throughout this land and locked within ruins of castles and kingdoms long forgotten. These heroes went in search of these gems in order to defeat Malachi the Powerful. Malachi, being a scholar and having eyes and ears everywhere, learned of this treachery, and he sent out two of his students, Silvana and Lysandra, to go and collect the gems before them, and especially a gem called the Heart of Light, which was said to be the most powerful and the one in command of all of the others. Sort of a one heart to rule them all sort of a thing. I don't think I've heard that anywhere else before.
Huh.
Malachi.
Heart of Light.
Malachi was successful in retrieving the Heart of Light. Unfortunately, Silvana and Lysandra only each found one core. The other four were with the heroes. The heroes came and they faced Malachi, who, again, was a scholar, and knew the power that these gems wrought, and knew why they were sealed up for so long. Hatched a plan. He would first corrupt the Heart of Light so that its great power could not be wielded by any one person or group, so that the power would not go to their head, and so that they would not be able to unlock the full potential of the gem. Then, using the power of the gem itself, he tore a rift into a plane of death and destruction. One world like his own that had faced one too many cataclysms, where the gems in that world had been destroyed, and where the only creatures that remained were the twisted husks of what were once Farah. These are called the Scove. And this world that they went to was Ivarnia. So Malachi sent the gem on the collar of his cat into this other world, along with several of his, we'll call them Legion members. They were the ones who would become the Alanians. Using the power of the other gems, however, the heroes realized they could rip a hole into the other world as well, and so they dove right in. They led a siege, along with the help of a mad king, Eversio, who was falsely led into believing that he was doing what was right to face this dark and evil sorcerer. And so the sorcerer had no choice but to follow them in as well, locking the door behind him, so that nobody in his world would be faced with the same pain as what these gems could wrought and have wrought in this one. He used the power of the gems to advance himself in order to protect this world. And he grew in power, such as the others grew in influence, and he would, throughout history, eventually lose his title and just become known as the God of Everything, Aldius.
Right.
And I think you know the rest of the story from there.
Okay. You said the Heart of Light was corrupted.
Yes.
I take it that it is now
Yes.
the Heart of Darkness.
What we call the Heart of Darkness, anyway.
Unable to be wielded. Unless, of course, by the god that was tasked to wield it in the first place.
I see.
So those who have been wielding it, or less wielding it and more being possessed, as it were.
Yes.
And they're also only wielding pieces of it.
That too.
It's not a perfect fix, but it worked for a while. Until, of course, the gods grew jealous, the old heroes. And so Aurora, Karos, Darius, and Ignosi, the original 4 gods of war, hatched a plan to manipulate the people they now had living in this world in order to craft a weapon finally powerful enough to slay Malachi the Powerful. But Malachi saw through it, and in a last-ditch effort just before he died, shunted a vast portion of his power into his pet cat, gifting it with abilities that would eventually be gifted to you, Poi Poi, in a different timeline.
Well, and then sort of drip fed to me.
Yes.
In this one.
Yes. As
okay,
well
so
as...
just to make sure I'm on the same page.
Yes.
Malachite is obvious.
Yes.
So this ancient evil sorcerer?
Evil from the perspective of the heroes, yes.
Okay. Is the primordial.
Yes.
His pet cat is Nixus.
Yes. There were other things that happened in between, but yes.
No, that's all I needed to catch up.
Okay.
Why can Nixus turn into a crow then?
That's the thing. There was also a crow. He had a pet cat and a pet crow, and then through timey-wimey shenanigans, he had to squish them up. There's a longer story in place, but honestly, it's just so convoluted, I don't want to read it.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
What was the origin of Scobern again? Sorry.
Oh, they're corrupted Farah.
Why were they corrupted again?
Because they were the only
I don't like
survivor
the phrasing
after.
corrupted, but...
Huh?
It doesn't like the phrasing corrupted.
They were the only survivors of cataclysm after cataclysm after cataclysm. As in your world, the gems, the heart, the core gems were never sealed by the ancient ancients. And so they destroyed themselves and only left the Scove in their wake, as the Scove were the only ones able to adapt and change in order to survive in such a hostile wasteland. As such, there's no Scoves in this world. Everyone else in your world came from here.
And who is there, did anybody stay behind?
From
Do you get lonely, your uncle?
Oh yes, it's only one kingdom came over.
Came over from where we were.
From where we are.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so there's still like an active population here.
Yes, there's kingdoms and populations. I believe you saw through my, I guess, my descendant uncle's eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Or is that not true?
Yeah.
No, there's people here. There's
yeah.
There's people here with their own
saw
struggles.
Banners.
They just don't have, well, this. He, like, floats his staff up in the air and, like, starts spinning it.
Magic?
Magic.
Oh, is that why Thwomp can't do it?
Magic doesn't exist in this world. And soul stones don't work either. Well, there is
Maybe
magic, but the only magic is primitive.
Huh.
Unrefined.
Guys, we could become gods here.
Yeah.
What would I be the god of? Like the god of ham or something?
I don't want to be a god.
I'm glad you're. I am very glad you're
Johan
kidding.
did it once.
I'm very glad you're kidding.
No, it didn't seem to work out the first time.
No.
So.
And only one of the heroes realized that, and they realized it far too late. Ignosi would eventually join the Gods of Harmony.
Got it.
Okay.
Is Ignacy the one that is currently trapped? Caged?
In deep?
No, not
Deep?
in deep.
Elsewhere?
Which one is the one in deep?
That would be the goddess Sylvana.
Sylvana?
Right.
Ooh. Look at that. That's kind of like, Blood of Silva.
Uh-huh.
That might be why I is going to D, maybe.
Huh.
Yeah, could be.
Who did Aya say they're gonna go to?
She didn't.
Didn't say.
I don't know that. I shouldn't have said that
No.
in character.
No!
Seth. the brother.
I swear
The brother
Aya...
that's trapped in Set.
That would be Ignosi.
Okay. Oh boy. Okay. Cool. 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 Cool.
Cool.
Starting to get the feeling that I don't know. I got a feeling and then it left.
Like the
The
wind.
doubt creeped in.
Amazing.
Do you want to elaborate on that, Johan?
I've just got this irking feeling that whatever decision we're going to have to make that alters the fate of the world and our success as heroes or not, probably gonna happen sooner than we realize.
Yeah.
And it's a choice that none of us have made in any other time. You know what that means?
What?
This has to be the timeline where I am the most fucking random I can
You're
be.
already kind of impulsive.
Exactly.
Well, this
And
is the
I need to
timeline
ramp
where
it
you
up
have.
to 11.
Yeah, this is the timeline where you have lucky guess. So.
I wanted to-
Exactly. Because if every other timeline we didn't make that choice, I have to just stumble upon it because clearly we can't trust ourselves to come up with it. Right? That makes sense. Right? Right?
That is what you did last time.
Well, shit.
Wow.
Except it's random, so it'll work this time. Maybe.
Yeah.
Or next
Maybe.
time.
I have a question.
Sorry
Yes.
if it doesn't work this time.
Why is like Sylvari invading? Also, how the hell does my dad know about me? Wasn't there a whole thing with pamphlets and shit?
That was only over Altiria. Sylvari isn't actually invading. Altiria is invading Sylvari.
So what does
Oh.
the green stuff on our map mean?
Wait, so Savari is just retaliating.
Yes.
But why are they invading Sylvari?
Because they're retaliating. Oh, wait.
No,
are we
why
or
are
why
invading?
is-
Yeah.
Because
How many gems do you have in Altiria?
they suck?
Oh, is there a gemstone in Silvari?
There were 7 gods with gems.
We're carrying one of them. We know
Where
that
another
one of
one
them is in Goldmarsh. One of
There's
them is the Heart of
probably-
Darkness, which means that there's
probably
4
one in
more unaccounted
Winehouse.
for.
No,
Possibly
the
one
one
in
in
one.
Winehouse would have been the Heart of Darkness.
Oh, right.
Because that's the part of the God Killer.
Right.
Um,
Oh, yes. So then that means that there's 4 unaccounted for.
In Silvari.
Probably.
so it's greed.
Probably in Silver. Probably
Greed and
greed. Probably power. Knowing who's really in charge of everything. That sounds about right.
Yeah. A
Does
Dawn
my-
Bright with a brainworm.
Not to
Does
mention
my-
the Black Sun that are actually guiding the armies.
Maybe let Alice talk. She's been trying to.
I was gonna ask, does my dad, because he's the high priest of Silvari or whatever, does he know anything about the gemstones? Is he in contact with any of the gemstones or anything like that?
They would have one, yes.
Right. Ooh, okay.
We could technically call your dad through the gemstones. We know that they have the ability to like set up a Zoom meeting.
That's true. That'd be a weird call. It'd be like,
That'd be a
"Hi,
weird call.
I'm your son. Yeah.
Like, yeah.
To be fair, you have the same name.
We literally have the same name.
It's me,
Remember when-
your long lost son. I need you to wire $500 on Amazon gift cards.
This is metagaming, but well, no, it's not metagaming. I know that I canonically look like him, so
Yeah, just really big and furry.
yeah, I'm just a furry version of my dad.
Maybe we'd have to get one of your other family members on the line, the ones that are actually more connected there.
But it only connects to other gemstones.
Yeah, so it just whoever's at the gemstone.
Oh, how about tell me what gemstone my dad has? You probably need to know which one, right?
Also, just a full list of each gemstone would be nice.
Oh, we know there's one in Eastland, right?
Yes.
Because that's
yeah,
the
there's
one.
one in Eastland.
Eastland.
So, there is... You are writing this down?
Okay, give me a second.
There is the Heart of Darkness that was once under the control of Aldius, and then gifted to Nixus to protect before Aurora stole it away and realized she couldn't touch it. There is the Heart of the Lake that was once wielded by the goddess Sylvana. There is the Heart of Gold that was once wielded by the goddess Aurora. There is the Heart of Thunder, which was originally wielded by Darius Stormbringer, the god of adventure.
Makes sense.
Yeah. There was the Heart of Silver that was wielded by Karos, the god of death.
Ooh.
There was the Heart of Knowledge, wielded by Ignosi, the god of knowledge. And then there was the Heart of Soul, wielded by Lysandra, the god of the arts. It is the Heart of Knowledge, Ignosi's heart, that your father wields.
Interesting.
Okay, last one was the Heart of Soul.
Yes,
I thought that was jazz.
it is. Lysandra's the one that keeps singing. She was the one that was in that cave.
I thought Poi Poi was the one singing.
Well, that's that singing statue. That was Lysandra.
I know. I just meant Poi Poi was actually singing during that time. The wild magic thing.
Yes.
So my father has the heart of knowledge.
Nobody's gonna pick up on that until way later.
Huh?
Oh, I wasn't talking to you.
She was talking to the audience.
Yes.
Gimbal.
Audience?
The curtains pull back.
Why is there only 3 walls in this house?
That is actually an amazing premise for a film, and that is an amazing line. Why are there only 3 walls in this house?
You're welcome.
It's actually a great line.
Royalties.
Oh man.
Okay. Freaky deaky.
Hey, Unky Herb.
Yes. Did you call me Unky Herb?
Do you not like it?
It's okay.
Okay. Do you have a preferred title?
Aureolus or
Okay, or Uncle Aureolus, Mr. Delachesco.
If that's hard to pronounce, you can just call me by the modern variant.
I'm
gonna call you Unky.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna keep calling you that. Okay. Does my dad know about me?
Yes.
Why did I go up in the woods seemingly?
Because he can't get to you.
He couldn't get to me in the woods, or
he can't. He is, as far as I know, still alive. He's just stuck. He can't move, or he can't leave. At least he can move fine.
Oh, okay.
The last great warlock is still around.
If it makes you feel better, he did hide the Heart of Darkness and sort of threw it away so that there would be no more great warlocks. Unfortunately, it resurfaced.
But it did resurface, right?
It resurfaced with Mr. Grimm here.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Johan.
Good job, Johan. No, I'm kidding.
How'd you find it, Johan?
It's funny. I don't even remember how I came across it.
The story was
we
that
still
it
have
was...
a piece of it in a vial, don't we?
Yes, we do.
It's in my backpack.
You have a piece of the Heart of Darkness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couldn't just leave it alone.
Oh, so we're in that reality.
Why'd you say it like
choice?
that?
Please tell me that's the good choice.
It's a choice.
Well, great.
Should we put it back?
Where do we put it?
He stands up and walks towards the door. In this reality...
Don't eat it.
In this reality, you're going to need something from me. I was hoping it would wait, but since that's the one we're in... Follow me. He taps his staff on the floor and rocks. Actually, where's an explosion? Erupt from underneath the floorboards, tearing through the floorboards, and then you see this sort of archway grow up from the stone, and in the archway is this very crystal clear water, but now vertical instead of horizontal like it was through the well. Follow me. And Aureolus steps through the well.
I step through the well.
Cool.
Gimbal steps through the well.
Yes, I follow.
You follow. Everybody's going through the wall.
I'll catch you later.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Oh, that's not the right song. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
God, that
I wish I could
was
pick that.
serious.
That was way too. There we go. You come out on the other side in a different place near a waterfall. You see there are carvings all along the floor. And more importantly, all of you start to feel a little bit normal. Johan, you feel your power return to you. Poi Poi, you get a little bit hungry because you didn't change at all. Gimbal, your nausea is relieved a little bit, and Thwomp, you look a little bit less gray.
Cool.
Interesting.
This is the birthplace of the first seer.
Ooh.
And this was the place I was granted with the power of mystic passage, which I am now going to give to you, Thwomp.
Am I ready?
Maybe. Do you want it?
Of course.
Then you should be ready. Take it.
I am ready.
Excellent.
What is it?
Mystic passage.
Okay.
I guess that's all the explanation we're getting.
What do I gotta do?
You have to stand in the middle of this spiral.
Okay.
And then take my hand,
Okay.
And-
I grab his hand.
accept my soul and the memories therein.
I kind of recoil a little bit. I'm like, are you gonna be okay after this?
No, I'm dying.
What? I just met you.
What did you think about...
I still have so many questions, and you're
How do
my
you
family.
How do you think I get the memories from the previous seer? My father died when he gave it to me, and I'm going to give it to you, because clearly you guys need it more than I thought. I imagine I had a couple more years, but it's fine. A deal with death ends eventually.
Well, pen and paper exist.
Oh,
You
last
might
thing
write it
before I die, Poi Poi, I was the one that enchanted that skull of yours, and I hid the god of death in there. That's why I'm here and still alive. That's the deal that I made. So, ready. Hands.
Wait, is the skull gonna stop working?
Once I'm dead, no. The god of death is still in there.
In the skull. Okay.
We've been carrying around the god. Cool.
Wonderful.
Well,
we have
Womp
two gods
reluctantly
rocking with us.
reaches out and grabs his hands, maybe with a little, the smallest manly tear in his now known seer eye.
You can either accept this gift now, or you can return to Altiria without it, come back later if you need it, or leave without it entirely. This is a choice you must make. Not the choice, but definitely a choice.
Well, look at my party, kind of just like, what do I do?
It's your unky.
This is all you.
It's your decision.
I look back at my uncle and I say, you seem okay with this.
I'm okay with anything. It's not my job to be upset about anything.
Okay. I guess that's something I'm gonna have to learn too, eh? I mean, worst case scenario, I look back at my team members and like, if we fuck this up, we'll see you again, right?
Not in this life, no.
Exactly, and whatever life comes after.
This is the end of Aureolus.
Okay. All right, Aureolus.
Damn, I'm never gonna start calling Thwomp areolas.
Does Swamp have areolas?
Bruh.
I didn't write. I didn't draw any
He was shirtless
areolas
for a while,
on
no?
his. Yeah, but I never drew any on him personally.
Did I draw him with nipples? I don't
No
think
areolas, just
No.
nipple.
Dark colored
Well, he always
skin
had-
on the breast that surrounds the nipple. Oh my god, I never realized that's what.
What?
No, Aureolus is just Latin for seer. Dang it,
Oh,
I didn't
okay.
realize I was calling him a nipple this whole time.
I didn't catch it either.
Uncle
If
Nippy.
it makes you feel better.
No!
No! Why did nobody
That's
tell
the
me?
nipples everything.
I didn't want to ruin your fun, but I did anyway.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I mean,
Well,
it still means seer in Latin. It's just
It does.
Also
You
sounds like
can't change
areolas.
that.
it just means nipple as well. Gotcha. Great.
Well, you know what?
the all-seeing nipple.
I'm assuming that.
The episode title should be The Third Nipple.
Yes, thank you.
It's a thinking title. It's layers to
Yes.
it.
Exactly. It's a thinking man's title. All right. This is a really serious moment, guys.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we shouldn't be joking.
Yeah.
Says the guy who can't take anything seriously. All right. I'm ready.
He holds out his hands. And when you put his hands in, and when you put your hands in his, the spiral on the floor begins to glow blue from around you. All of you three see Thwomp's eyes light up blue. Just as you've seen before when he was granted godlike abilities in the past. And you see, like when he was granted godlike abilities in the past, he, as well as Aureolus, begin to float up off of the ground. You see Thwomp's eyes open and glow this bright white and blue, and you see Aureolus's skin and being starts to shift to gray, and then to blue, and then to white as he himself begins to glow. And then, eventually, he vanishes. His clothes fall to the floor. The tattoo on Thwomp's forehead becomes... He keeps the diamond, but an eyeball appears sort of layered on top, and he slowly falls back down to the floor. Thwomp, in your head, you see the visions from the first Aureolus, the one that you guys met, and you see yourself from an outward perspective. You see the memories of witnessing your fellow seer be eaten by the king. You witness the memories of the first seer, Malachi, as he moves into the other dimension. You see the image of this last Aureolus's brother as he casts him away. A very, very near exact match to your own face, apart from the tattoo and the fact that his brother Virgil has hair. And then you come back to the party. and you feel that you have now been gifted the abilities of this last Aureolus, including the magic in his staff, as well as the stonework spell. I'm going to call it stonework spell because it's like a stone passage. Mystic Passage.
Mystic Passage.
Which allows you to create a portal between two places that you have been in the past. This is a, I think, 4th or 5th tier spell. Which one's the 100%? Is that 5th tier?
Bro got a portal spell.
Yes.
That's hot.
It is a gateway. You can create a gateway that as many people can walk through as you want. You can call it off whenever you want or keep it open for as long as you want. I do believe that, let me find magic.
I just unlocked fast travel, guys.
You unlocked fast travel. Congratulations.
That I won't say no to.
It is, yes, it is a 5th tier spell.
Okay, 5th.
Yes.
Can you cast 5th tier?
Up to this point, I haven't cast a single spell. So now I...
You can cast this spell.
Okay.
As for everybody else, witnessing this and being in this place of great magic, you see the spiral extends to you. Oh my gosh, that's swell in the music. The spiral extends to you, and you yourselves feel this well of mystic power as all of your abilities are upgraded as well.
Oh.
What?
You're welcome.
Congratulations to the party of now, I think, 4th and 5th tier spellcasters.
Ooh. Wait,
am I?
So do we all?
Wait.
Do we all rank up in affinity?
Yes.
Is Poi Poi a 5th tier now?
Poi Poi would be a 5th tier, so would... I think Johan's already a 5th tier.
I was already.
Sorry,
That
Johan.
makes me on 4th.
All
Yeah.
good.
4th
Can't be
tier.
a 6.
Yes.
Nope.
So what does that make mine?
You are indiscriminate. You can cast this spell.
I like that.
So you're still at technically 0, but you have this spell innately.
Yeah. This is like an innate ability now, as well as others that you could probably unlock later.
Oh, okay. You devil.
I know.
I'll definitely
Purposely
hand out
avoiding magic this whole time. You're like, nah, he's not. He's gonna want this.
Well, except you got a spell that's basically going to be like one-time use every so often.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Myself as Evan, I'm wondering if I also get his cool Jedi powers. Because you said something about the staff.
You do get his staff, and I will grant you his cool Jedi powers as an innate spell at, we'll call it 2nd tier.
Ooh.
Bro burnt a 2nd tier spell just to flex on
Twice.
Twice.
Well, I mean,
So
he didn't really have to worry about mana.
Because old people have a innate power.
Well, no, because he was immortal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so does he have like so much HP?
Yeah, he just didn't have to worry about it.
So this cool new 2nd tier spell that puts my affinity at.
Was that also innate?
We'll call him a 3rd tier, but he can cast that 1 5th tier spell.
Okay, so I'm
How's
going
that?
from 0 to 3.
Is that fair? Is that fair?
That's beyond fair.
Would
I
it
skipped,
be
like
would it
several
be more fair if I also went ahead and unlocked a couple more skill slots for you guys?
Couple.
We won't
please,
say no.
please and thank you.
You are welcome. You are welcome.
We all get blasted with knowledge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm trying to balance a few mistakes that I made early on in the campaign when I was still learning how to DM. That's basically what this session was the retcon session where Nate realizes he fucked up and needs to fix a few things, as well as beef you guys up a little bit for the coming
Now,
days.
editors, cut that out so that the audience thinks he had his shit together the whole time.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, I mean, they saw Live Village, presumably, so they already know.
What's Live Village?
Exactly. Exactly. It's not even canon anymore, even though a character from Live Village is going to come back eventually.
All I know is that I walked down the road, then everything was on fire, and I had to clean people's bedpans.
Yep, that's basically what happened. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. Ay, caramba.
So, 2 slots?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Wait, what happened? I zoned out.
We
for a
got...
second.
We unlocked 2 skill slots.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
I like Alice was just sort of staring off into the distance for a while, and then when May said 2 skill slots, she's like,
yet.
Nice.
I'm
Now we
sorry.
have 9.
Sometimes I
9.
zone out. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Congratulations.
That's why I like watching back the sessions, because then I have like, oh, that's what I missed a moment.
Mhm.
Oh,
I can
that's what
acquire
happened.
more skills.
That's why
I
I've been
have gotten... I've gotten really good at building my skills in this game.
I'm actually surprised with how good you are at building your skills in this game. You really latched onto the mechanics.
It's the pity points. You just gotta grind for pity points by rolling shit you're bad at.
And then sometimes that shit you're bad at. It's actually, I like the pity point system a lot, actually. I think that was
That's a good
your guys'
inclusion.
idea. I forget
It's great.
whose idea specifically it was, but that
It
was
me.
It was me.
yeah.
It was
Definitely me.
Yeah, that was a great addition to the rules, because it really
Happy to-
motivates people to try all skills, even including ones that they're terrible
Yeah,
at.
and it's a great way for you to preserve the skills that you want to keep,
Yeah,
and to build the skills you want to build.
yeah, no, it's like a great balancer in this. In this, it's pretty great.
Okay,
It's
just a
perfect.
quick recap.
Yes.
We leveled up our magical affinity.
Yes.
We got 2 new skill slots.
Yes.
And what else? Nothing else?
Thwomp got 2
And Thwomp is
spells.
God.
Yeah, Thwomp got 2 spells. One,
yeah.
yeah, telekinesis, and then mystic passage.
Okay. Just making sure.
And
I
my
didn't miss
wild
anything.
magic gets cheaper. No, I'm kidding.
I thought you were gonna be like, oh yeah, Gimbal now has like the power to like spawn ham out of nowhere. That would be actually really.
You got to
sick.
give Gimbal the hamomancy.
I'm gonna give Gimbal something later, but for now,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thwomp, if you want, you do have 1 free use of mystic passage.
Oh,
Get
okay.
us back.
Groovy. I intend to.
Having to use swimsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's skip the well.
Wait,
Yeah.
guys. Should we even go back to
If we go back to Pine Town.
Yeah, should we go to Pinetown or should we go to somewhere else?
Well, we have to go to somewhere we've been before.
Yes.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everywhere
So-
we've been has enemies.
And we want to keep going north. So I think we
For
return to
now,
Pine.
Yes. So
Because I would've
will
said-
I will say, one thing that's been clouding my mind with doubt. Freeing Sylvana, right? That was one of the crew that effectively made the God Killer in the first place.
Mhm.
Something we may need at some point.
Oh, Sylvana was
Are they-
against the God Killer.
Oh, never mind. I got it.
Yeah, Sylvana was the one against the God Killer. The
I
ones
don't
that
think we should make the God Killer.
Yeah.
No. Well,
the God Killer's already made.
yeah.
Just want that
True.
to be clear.
I
It's
don't think
already
we
there.
like-
on.
More like fixing it, loading it, turning it on.
Yeah.
I don't think that's helpful.
No.
Also, we
'Cause they're
need
tight.
the black gem to power the God Killer anyway. So
And that's already in
Oh
our.
my gosh, that's
inventory.
super.
right. If we manage to get the black gem, we probably
Then we've already
defeated Einar Grimm
already won.
Yeah. We could turn it on for funsies.
Yeah,
There
let's kill some
are-
gods.
There are
Cataclysm 3.
there are two big threats right now, right? Is that how I'm understanding things? Is Sylvari will probably stop attacking
If we
If-
stop, if Dawnbright stops
if
attacking.
Dawnbright stops. So that's threat one.
We
Of course,
get the
there's
kingdom
Einar
to stop.
Grimm, the new one.
Mm.
I'm wondering if the choice we have to make is figuring out which enemy to. We clearly only have so much time before the apocalypse comes.
Hmm.
And we don't know anything about Einar Grimm. We don't know anything about who's really in charge of Dawnbright and Altiria as a whole.
Yeah, pretty good idea.
We have our theories, but
Wasn't
there's
it?
the whole thing of the Black Sun, Paragus Uxul. Clearly something's wrong with Dawnbright himself.
Sorry, wasn't it mentioned before that my dad would be able to, like, recover some of Johan's memories as Einar Grimm? Wasn't that a thing that was mentioned in this session, or am I going crazy?
You're crazy.
I
Okay.
remember nothing of the sort, but
I
if
don't
that's
know.
possible, I wouldn't say no to it at this point.
You've got a lot of information.
I will
Mike.
find where that was mentioned. But in the meantime, okay, we'll just.
Where's Nyx? I
Not
guess
here.
Nyx. Probably doesn't. What?
Not here.
Not
here. I guess Nyx doesn't like water.
Oh, also another thing. Didn't you say
probably
Nixus was
doesn't.
supposed to protect the Heart of Darkness, right?
Yes.
At one point?
Yes, that
They
is what
can't
Audion
touch
was
the
said.
Heart of Darkness now, though. 'Cause
Yes.
Wasn't there a thing where the paw was like...
Yep.
Mm.
So what happened?
Maybe that has to do with the,
What
like,
happened here?
with the chains on them, or the, like, little things on them.
I don't know. The question there is Nixus on the side? Are they actually on the side?
I don't know if Nyxus is on a side necessarily. I think
That's
maybe
true.
Nyxus does not want the end of the world. I bet.
Probably.
I mean, they waited like another 1,000 years for us, so
True.
seems like pretty ride or die.
Yeah. Been
Mm.
following you since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've certainly
And I
been
need
following me
Nixus.
from the fucking beginning.
Yeah.
Nyxus might be able to teach me how to conquer wild magic.
Yeah? Well, that would be a good thing.
Imagine that! I could be a chaos sorcerer,
Could actually be proper
like
magician.
Scarlet Witch. Yeah,
Sure. Whatever that is.
something red.
Sure. But anyway, I think, going back on what I said, I think we need to do everything we can to learn more of our actual threats.
Yes.
I
Why
don't
are
think
we-
Sylvari is a threat based on this
don't-
information.
I don't believe so
Correct.
either.
It might actually be a good idea to get in contact with Sylvari, which we can do because I have the heart of the lake, and I have a stand.
Yes.
So we should be able to get in contact with Sylvari.
Yes.
Did you say a stamp?
Stand.
Oh, stand. Got it.
The little...
Technically, it's like
Yeah,
a
it's-
walk, isn't it?
Yeah.
But-
Yeah, it's like it looks like a wok stand. Like that thing that you put on top of a stove.
It's a
and
walk
then
stand,
you,
yeah.
and you put a wok
But it's
on
a
top
stand
of it.
which
Yeah.
which grounds it,
Yeah.
which would allow
Allows
us,
it to be used.
Yeah,
So that's That's one thing we can do.
Yeah, basically all you gotta do is plug it into the dirt.
I think we all really need to also learn a bit about ourselves, honestly.
Yeah.
Why is it us four?
I think that's just how fate be.
What,
We're all like...
what is our connection to this, truly?
Our families are all kind of politically significant in some type of way.
We are tied to a lot of historical events.
Yeah.
I suppose.
I mean, I wouldn't exist at all if we hadn't gone back in time. Because Nando's my ancestor.
Nobody would.
And we saved him. None of us would have. So
nobody would.
It's sort of just a recursive...
Oh yeah, neither would Thwomp.
Thwomp, I want you to roll recall for me really quick.
You better start ranking up your recall, Mr. C.
Yeah.
I know.
I actually, hold on. I think it's actually pretty dang good.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought I had recall.
Well, you can certainly get it.
Okay, well, I guess...
That one.
You got more.
Yeah,
you got more slots now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna try and acquire recall.
Okay.
From Bum. It's a 7.
Okay. Do you have any pity points?
You're warming up.
I have 2. Yeah, I know. I gotta get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm new to this.
I can give it to you with a 9 because it's a story beat thing. You could find it out later. So it's up to you whether you want to find out what I was going to say now or later.
I'll spend the pity points. It's fine.
Okay. So, in your mind searching, Ariolos di Lucesco. Di Lucesco translates, you remember he mentioned something about the modern usage of his name, or the modern equivalent of his name, and searching Di Lucesco, Di Lucesco, Di Lucesco in your head, you remember the ancient language that you've never spoken before, but crazy how being a seer works. Di Lucesco translates into like the first light, the bright light of dawn, the early morning sun.
Dawn and sun and
And you realize that Ariolos, one of his descendants, and actually probably your father, was the founder of Altiria, one of the first kings, the first king Dawnbright. So, as a matter of fact, turns out everybody's connected.
how am I connected?
Gimbal,
I mean, I fucked things up.
Gimbal wouldn't be here if Gimbal wouldn't be there if not for Kartos Buskund, who was that like Fox Farah that you guys saved. That was the librarian in the past.
Oh yeah.
And they were the ones that were elected to be the first ruler of Silvari.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Okay. I'm seeing the pieces fall together.
Yeah, there you go.
Where the fuck do I stand as far as our journey to the past goes? We didn't interact with any Scove, but I guess the Scove didn't happen yet because the Cataclysm hadn't happened.
No, the Scove were already there.
They were called like Deathless or something like that.
Yeah,
they were
something like that.
They were called the Deathless, and they were the original inhabitants of this world.
Right.
So you're a native.
I was already set in place.
Yes. You're a native, but you wouldn't have been set in place unless you guys had fucked around with the Heart of Darkness like you did.
Right.
So Scoves are fair that were native to Avarnia.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I said, Skov and Farah are sister species. They're the same species.
But they've been corrupted over time.
Yeah. Except Brady doesn't like the word corrupted.
That was a joke.
And the Farah that exist in Avarnia are from the other place.
Yes. The place that you guys are currently at, because you haven't decided to leave yet.
We should probably do that eventually.
We're talking about things in a safe environment.
Which is fair. That's okay. This is a safe environment. It's a really nice place. It's really pretty out.
Mm-hmm.
Thwomp
is actually a little shocked. Everybody's so cavalier, considering they just watched his uncle vaporize himself.
Honestly, we have experienced so much shit. It's like another weird thing has happened to us.
That's true. The Thwomp is a little remiss, I suppose.
I give Thwomp like a little pat on the back. It's like, I'm sorry for your loss.
Now let's get the fuck out of here. No, thank you, Gimbal.
No need to stick around here then. We can always talk later.
That's true. It is safe here, but time is pressing. Nate, check your DMs, by the way. I'm going to take like part of his clothing, and I'm going to make a sash out of it and wear it in honor of my uncle.
With your lack of areolas.
Yeah,
that seems fitting.
Now I have one solid areola.
No.
That's horrible.
God.
That's horrible.
I stand up, I compose myself, and I reach out, and I use my Jedi mind powers to grab my new cool stick.
The stick goes into your hand, and I'm not gonna charge you mana while you're in this world.
Mm-hmm. Thwomp lets out a coy smile. He's like, "That was cool, wasn't it?"
It was a lot better than your first attempt.
Yeah. I'll give you that, Play. Thank you. All right. Are we done here?
I suppose.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go?
Back to Pinetown, because we have to keep moving.
Yeah. I think that's best.
If we already went to Deep, I would have said Deep, but you can only go to places we went to.
We may as well stay the course we were on. I don't believe that this has changed our minds too much. Filled us in for sure, but
we will eventually use this power again to go somewhere else.
Absolutely.
But for now,
because there's still everything on the western side. Maybe we'll need to visit Silvari. There's a whole thing about Einland. Yeah. Maybe we deal with the apocalypse before we deal with the Dawnbright proper.
Yeah.
And the Black Sun and that whole.
Before we leave, can I try to do something real quick?
Absolutely.
Just a curiosity, because the core gem is like way back was referred to as I have it in my notes. The core gems way in the beginning were called major soul stones.
Yes.
Which made me think that I could draw mana from them.
Mm-hmm.
But when I tried, it wouldn't work. I'm just curious. If I pull out the Heart of the Lake, can I cast a spell with the Heart of the Lake?
You can cast a spell with the Heart of the Lake.
Cool.
I would like you to confirm how much mana does the Heart of the Lake possess in this world.
Checkmate.
It's like 10k mana.
No, it is irrelevant.
Irrelevant? What is that?
It's irrelevant.
It is irrelevant.
Irrelevant.
I was kind of hoping you would ask.
Yeah, I just...
irrelevant?
It is.
Wait.
It is irrelevant. What did Ariolos tell you about the soul stones?
They were as gods, basically.
Yeah, Jesus. Okay, give me just a moment.
Okay.
Before we leave.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna run around the building and the house, and I'm just gonna pass through everything.
Amazing.
Good use.
I like. Okay, we'll just assume that you guys had like gone back to the house through like that stone gate, and then the stone gate collapsed after you guys passed through. Cool, perfect. And now you can pass through everything.
This feels very weird on my organs. I think my blood is becoming carbonated.
Caramba. In case it wasn't clear.
Wish I knew more spells.
In case it wasn't clear, the core gems or greater soul gems contain the souls of the old ancients. The ancients that were ancients to the ancient temple that you're currently standing in, or like the ancient city that you're currently standing in. It's just civilizations. The oldest civilization, yes, created these gems. And these gems contain the souls of those people.
Horrible.
As it turns out, everything is blood magic.
Ooh.
Anyways.
For a second, I was gonna ask to take that so I could try something, but then I realized my scope magic.
Really makes you think about how the soul stones we use come from.
How do you think they're made?
See what happens? Y'all want to see what happens if I cast a 600% wild magic?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
You're gonna destroy the world.
I'll cast normal wild magic though, since I can do it for free. I
okay,
don't gotta.
You're going to cast wild magic.
I feel like we're ending soon, so I gotta I set it up at the beginning. This is the Chekhov's gun.
Okay.
That's how that works.
Get a fun one.
That's how that works, right? You put the gun in the scene, and then you punch the director and pick up the gun.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly how that works. Okay.
This is my practice. And I rolled a good number, guys.
What did you roll?
27.
27.
Is that a good number?
No.
Well, we'll see what 27 is.
Uh-oh.
No, he's laughing.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
You see,
never good.
Poi Poi is usually sticky. Poi Poi starts secreting even more sticky, and is just covered in grease.
Ew.
Wait, so am I sticky or am I slidey?
You're both?
Well,
aren't they
I'm gonna keep doing pass through.
I
Hey, caramba.
Slip and slide through that.
Hey, caramba.
I
All
feel
right.
like if I put my hand on Poi Poi's head, I could do this. Just wave my hand up and down and jiggle them like a slime toy.
Worth it.
Amazing. I forgot that was in there. Ay, caramba. A lot of this is lifted from a D&D wild magic table, but there's also a lot of them that I added. That one was not one that I added.
Great.
Really?
Yeah, I only added about half of them.
Okay.
Half is still good.
Yeah, the other half is just nonsense. Amazing. Actually, I think a little bit more than half now, because there was one early on, the disco ball one, that I was like, okay, this one makes no sense, so I'm gonna change it.
This that was the best one.
Yeah, that one I came up with on the spot. But anyways, where are you guys off to?
I guess we're going back to Pine Town.
Keentown.
Okay. Thwomp, would you like to describe like you casting the spell, like with the whole
Sure.
like? Okay.
I kind of like close my eyes and trying to think about like how you even start to do this, and it kind of starts coming to me, and I look back. I'm like, okay, guys, I've never done this before.
We'll give you some room.
So don't, yeah, and hopefully we end up where we need to end up.
Yeah.
Yeah, secure the heart of the lake. I don't need it exploding or anything like that.
I mean, here's some mana.
Oh, I actually have a small mana thing, just in case. But
Oh, yeah?
I don't think I need it here, because this place is,
True.
This place has been
Because
good to
you're
me.
cool. Yeah.
Gotcha. And then I'll let you describe how the portal opens, because I don't want to.
Okay. Can you give
That's
me
so real.
what motion do you do to open the portal?
You know, it's lame, and I don't want to do it. It's the only thing I can think of. I start doing the Doctor Strange thing.
Amazing.
Let's go.
As you see,
There you go. Raise it with my hand.
raising from the earth this massive archway of stone, and you see like this raw earth pile up into a circle and then seal itself into these several.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, I love that.
Okay.
Okay, visual listeners, basically the fast travel in God of War Ragnarok. It's just like that.
I have never played God of War Ragnarok, but maybe.
You basically described it to a T.
Oh,
Minus,
perfect.
Like, a wooden door, but we can
Perfect.
ditch the wooden door.
We're ditching the wooden door in exchange for this
An archway
crystal
of stones.
Yeah, this crystal clear water. And so archway of stones, the dirt crushes in and turns into this like black stone brick surrounding. It's different than Ariolus's magic, which was that sort of really pristine gray stone. This one it's carved, it's rugged, it's kind of cool. And
It's
you
thwompy.
guys, it's thwompy.
Got Riz.
You see the portal open up, the crystal clear waters with this orange glow on the other side.
And then I kind of push, like, stretch my arms back, kind of like, okay, 1 second, and I just kind of poke it, and put my finger in it,
It goes bloop,
and
and
then I
then
kind of look back at them, and I'm just like,
when you pull your
Okay.
finger away, a drop drips from your finger onto the portal as if it were affected by
Oh,
gravity.
like, that's so cool. Why didn't you guys tell me magic was so cool?
We didn't want to make you jealous.
Tell you what, normally it's not that cool.
You got the cool magic.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Who wants to go first?
Well,
I'm
either
scared.
I'll follow your lead or I'll volunteer.
I can be a test subject.
Let's push Johan in.
All right.
I know I volunteered, but this is bullying.
Caramba. Okay, so Johan
I say
gets,
looking straight at a camera that doesn't exist.
Johan gets pushed through, followed by
I'm gonna jump through second.
you're gonna jump through. Okay, so now it's Poi Poi and Gimbal on the other side.
I'll go last.
Okay.
You
Poi
see
Poi?
my hand pokes back through the portal with a thumbs up.
Is May frozen?
No.
No, I'm just not moving.
Oh, okay. I cannot tell, because you are very good at not moving. I can see your hair waving, you jerk.
Your hair was
Okay.
like flowing.
Okay, so Poi
I
Poi,
know, it was beautiful.
Poi Poi jumps through the portal. Amazing!
Slide.
And then Gimbal, last one here, sort of taking one last look around and one last breath of this, like, cool, fresh forest air. You step through the portal, and you see it's not the same journey as it was for Ariolus's portals. Instead, this one's sort of like a rush of like a whirlpool, this rush of water, and joining everybody on the other side, you see not what you were expecting. Instead of the cool, sort of arid environment of Pinetown, you look around at darkness, and as your eyes adjust, you hear the clang, clang, clang of a hammer on steel. As you guys look around, you see you're underground. You are surrounded by a lot of very short humanoid people. And Thwomp looks both surprised and mildly excited. Thwomp, where did you just take the party?
So guys, about Pinetown. Hey, who wants to go see my dad? My adopted dad.
Fuck it, little detour.
Yeah, you know, the portal was awesome, so I can't be mad.
Great!
You do.
You guys are gonna love it here.
I think we deserve a nice break.
You three.
You do especially.
You three do notice something. One of your party members has yet to come through the portal.
What?
Gimbal is not on this side with you guys. And then Gimbal falls through, unconscious.
Gimbal!
Blue in the face. And thank you everybody so much for watching. That's all the time we have for this one. I hope you enjoyed. Gimbal just fell out of the portal. Thwomp did not take the party to where they wanted to go. That was hilarious and not what I was expecting at all. Brilliant though, because I now get to play around with the Dwarven Kingdom and independent state of Erngor. Thank you everybody so much for watching. We will see you next time here at BoardFellows, and more importantly, here on the New Heroes of Altiria. Bye everybody. We will see you in session 31.
31!
31! Oh my gosh, this game has gone on for so long. Ay caramba. Bye everybody.
Where we give Gimbal a stomach pump.
Yes. Bye everybody.
Gimbal got food poisoning episode.
Bye bye.